Hey guys, what's good? What's goody? My name is Dion for D Money, and your name is.
Oh my gosh, what is my name? No, I'm joking. My name is Lish.
And we have a guest today. We have Nyasha. You want to introduce yourself, sir?
Blessings, everybody. My name is Nyasha David from Zim Artists.
Of course.
Yeah.
Welcome to Allow It, everyone. It's been a long time since you've seen my stunning face. I know this, but you know, it is what it is. You were stuck.
She was
You
missed.
were stuck.
She was missed.
I know I was highly missed. You guys were in the comments like, where's D? Where's D? Where's
Very
D
rude.
Money? Where's D Money? Where's D
Very
Money?
rude. If you
No.
if you want her to do it by herself, just say that.
Very true, but I'm back. I'm back in business. I'm sure you missed me, but here we are. Don't forget, guys, to make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share, and you tell a friend who knows a friend all about Allow It. So today, my guest, I have the pleasure of having our guest, rather.
Exactly.
Of course. Sorry, my bad, because he's my cousin.
That's very true. Okay.
So that's
We all have famous cousins, Dion.
but not as famous as this. I'm sorry. Bring your cousins that are as famous as this, and then maybe we can.
Okay,
talk.
then we could chat.
Yeah,
Then we could
exactly.
chat.
Maybe we can go bar for bar. So I have Nyasha David. Guys, this guy, his voice is basically been shaking African music, especially in Southern Africa. They're seen in the best way possible. He is soulful, he is smooth, he's unapologetically Zimbabwean. And from heartbreak anthems to love ballads, cultural bangers that have the streets singing in Shona, he's carved out a lane all on his own. So this man is only not top charts back home, but he's also building bridges between Zimbabwe and the diaspora. His music isn't just vibes, it's healing, it's storytelling, and it's real. He's given us hits like
Ta 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 ta. That's my
No
song.
Lie and Moyo Muti. And now he's here in the UK on tour, connecting with his fans who've been waiting way too long to see him live. So the last time you were here is what? 2019
Yeah.
which has been a while. So whether you know him,
Oh wow, 2019.
yeah,
It was
it's
2019.
before COVID. Yeah,
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
been
you
that
were
long.
with your guitar.
Yeah, of course. So whether you know him as the voice behind your favorite love song or the guy putting Zimbabwean soul on the global map, just know this is where we're sitting here with greatness today. So yeah, we're
Yes.
very happy to have you
Welcome,
here
welcome,
finally.
welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for
It's
having
been a
me.
long time coming.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
exactly. So welcome to the UK, of course, first of all. Like, what's the vibe been like when you've been at your shows, the shows that you've done so far? What's been the crowd like? What's the vibe like?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been great.
That's good.
I didn't expect it to be that good,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I haven't been here in a long time, and some of the shows were like, you know, no, we heard you're here. Can you please come to, you know, and we just set it up quickly, little promotion there, and then
Bam.
you go there, it's like full. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's great.
you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's been an amazing experience.
That's
Great
dope.
energy.
That's
great
really
energy.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this is not your first UK tour. How did it all come together, really? Was it just an idea? Did you just get a call? Like, how did it come out? Is there something that you wanted to do because you had been here before, or?
Well, usually what we do is we as the artists, we just focus on the music.
Yeah.
We just focus on putting out the music. But then we get people calling us to come, you know, to places. And I've been having calls to come here. But then I was skeptical about coming here because of what happened the last time I came.
bad vibes.
So I was skeptical. But then I met this guy. His name is Silva. He used to manage one Zim artist who
Right.
just recently, unfortunately, passed away.
Oh, bless.
And so he spoke to me. He's like, I need you to come through. I was like, okay, let's see how it
See
works.
what's gonna happen,
and
yeah.
he made it happen.
Oh,
So,
fantastic. Yeah. Big shout out to
Yeah.
him then,
Yeah.
because otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Are you independent or are you signed to a label?
No, I'm now independent. I was
Okay.
signed before, but I'm now independent.
Okay.
How was that? What?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I owe, you know, most of my, you know, my career is sort of like inclined to
Trajectory.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really good. But then there's a certain time where you have to just do things
Let
alone.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed lately a lot of artists are going the independent
Yeah.
route. So I'm always
Selling
curious
their
as to
catalogs and stuff,
why.
yeah.
Why?
No, it's really good to then just do things on your own, you know, because
Then you have creative freedom, right?
yeah, you know, you can do what you want when you want, and you can sing whatever song you want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
true.
restricted to
You're not
what you put
restricted.
out there.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing really that you think like that confuses you sometimes when you come to the UK? You know, everyone has this like idea of what the UK is like, and I know you've been here before anyway.
Yeah.
But what's one thing, let's say in the industry in general, so like music business, that kind of confuses you when you get to points of like, why do you do this here? Why do you do it this way compared to the way they do it back home?
I don't know if it's a difference in the way. I think the difference is in the way things are done here. I feel like everybody has other things going on, you know.
Yeah.
Like everyone is
it's
already
a side hustle.
Yeah, everyone is already doing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so they're not as like 100% into it
Right. Okay.
as I would be, you know, because you know this is what put the food on the table.
On the
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm like really, you know,
you're in it 100.
you know.
Yeah.
So what I've noticed is that people here actually enjoy it, but it's not a thing that they do 100%. So I think that's where the difference is.
Okay.
But they really love it, their vibes, they enjoy
course,
it. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice to perform to people who actually come out to enjoy. Their main purpose is come out and enjoy. It's
Okay.
dope.
So
Yeah.
the Brits passed the vibe check.
Yeah, they pass.
They passed the
That's
vibe check.
They pass.
It's an escape, to be honest, when we go to shows in general or just go out for a night out. It's an escape because, like we were mentioning before in the car on the way here, is the fact how everyone is always busy, always
Everyone is
doing
busy.
something. There's
Yeah.
never like a moment of freeness or free time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm moving on to the next hustle, to the next hustle,
Exactly.
to the next hustle.
So it's nice because when someone says, I'm going out to enjoy, they actually
They're
mean
really-
that. They
Exactly.
mean yeah.
Exactly.
They want to make sure. So out of all your hits really that you have, or even currently actually, what song do you think defines Nyasha David the most?
To be honest, I think the recent one that I did, the Ta Ta Ta, the one that she
Yeah,
likes,
of course. Yeah.
that one literally like just crossed over so many countries, and I've performed that song, you know, the whole of Southern Africa. They've actually received it. I've performed it in
Nice.
the SA. It was dope. You know, Zambia, it was dope. Like everywhere I'm going with that particular song because it's easy on the ears.
Okay.
But then it actually means something in our
Right.
language.
Yeah.
People think that I'm just like
It just
combining words, but it
nonsense.
actually means something. It's
Okay,
deep.
so yeah, for the people like me, like fill us in, like what?
Ta 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 is comfortable.
Okay.
That's the word for comfortable in my language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I'm actually saying in that it's a love song.
Okay.
So what I'm actually saying in the song is that you are seated comfortably in my heart. That's what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna listen to it
Yeah,
differently.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
Now you're gonna listen to it
Yeah.
differently. So what's the message, you know, to the people that listen to you here in the diaspora and maybe think that like there's not really a way forward in the industry, your creative voice can't be heard, and it can't be your main focus because, you know, there's always, like I just said, everyone's always doing this hustle and that hustle and that hustle. So what do you think are like maybe your top 3 takeaways in terms of focusing on your career and following your dreams really as an artist?
When it comes to all this stuff, it has to be something that you actually really, really want to do.
Right. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it can't be a thing that you're saying, no, it's a thing on the side. Nah. It has to be something that you really want to do. And then you actually don't have a plan B because plan B is a distraction.
Okay.
It has to be something that you really, really, really want to do. For me, to be honest, that's the one thing that I can really do. Out of sleep, you can wake me up and I can just
I can do it.
Yeah.
you know.
Straight away, yeah.
So I said to myself, why not just do that? You know? And it has worked ever
Of
since.
course, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ever since I made that decision, this is the only thing I'm gonna do. It has worked.
Yeah.
You know? I'm out here coming to the UK,
Of course,
going to
exactly.
Poland,
Yeah,
Australia and all that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and it's working.
Yeah.
You know?
The
Yeah.
Australian tour seemed really dope too.
It
The
was
reception
really
there
nice.
was ridiculous.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah. Is there a lot of Zimbabweans there? I'm guessing.
Yeah, and a lot of so what I've realized now, especially also in SA, is that not only Zimbabweans are coming, South Africans and Kenyans are coming.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, you give that Kenyan vibe.
Yeah, so
You know why? When we watch, sidetrack here. When we watch Young African and Famous.
Oh yes,
You know, there's a couple of artists there.
Yeah.
You know that Diamond guy? Is his name Diamond? Where's the guy Diamond from Tanzania?
I thought he's from
Yeah, he's from
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
The guy from Tanzania.
Yeah.
Like his sort of vibe of music, it also resonates with the countries around him. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
kind of touring Kenya
That
and all of
area.
them
Yeah.
places. Yeah,
So-
he's huge there too.
yeah, because the languages are similar.
Oh yes, of course.
And it actually kind of makes sense. Southern Africa, it will make sense in Eastern Africa because Swahili and Shona are close to each
of
other.
course, yeah.
It will make sense. So I'm getting like a lot of different cultures listening to the music.
Yeah.
So which is dope, and it's very encouraging. You know,
that's great.
yeah.
What's your take on possibly like collaborating with other artists that are just not necessarily Zimbabwean, so that are technically Afrobeats, so
Yeah.
in other countries, just to branch out? Like you said, your music is being received kind of everywhere now. Do you think that's a good move, or
Yeah,
are you
it's-
sort of
It's actually something that I want to do,
okay, cool?
but I don't want to do something that's gonna cripple me.
Yeah,
That's the thing. You know, these labels and
of course,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
they just they want to give you a deal which is good for both parties, all right? And then sometimes you don't have like creative control, or you don't have like you know, so I don't want to go that avenue. I want the music to be music. Let the people enjoy. It doesn't have to be controlled too much. Let the people enjoy the music. Let my creativity just flow.
Just flow.
You know.
Yeah.
So as much as I would want to collaborate, I just don't want it to cripple me.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about what's happening in the world right now is the world is not as big as it was before because of social media.
Of course, yes.
You know.
Yeah.
You have a guy in Uganda making a hit song,
Of course, it's crazy.
and
that song.
its song is playing in Australia, everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the world is in one
Yeah.
place now because of
it
social
is.
media.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's actually an advantage for creatives, because now you can make a song from anywhere and then it can just pop.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Tying into that though, there is the other side of the perspective where I find that certain artists are like, actually, my music isn't being taken seriously. It's not a TikTok song. It's not like a real song.
Yeah, I
It
think
should
they're
be-
upset
Yeah,
about
they're
that,
kind of
yeah.
upset about their artistry not being taken seriously enough, and people not really like tapping into the real meaning or the soul of the music or the struggle of the music, if that makes any sense. So what would really be your take on that?
My take is, you know, when you make the music, you're not making it for yourself. You're making it for the people.
Yeah.
And the people, however way they interpret it, then
It's up to
that's
them. Yeah, let them
you know,
do that. Yeah.
as long as it is getting to them
Yeah.
and the message is being, you know, put out there and the vibe is being put out there and you can connect with people, then that's the whole purpose.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the connection.
That's the whole purpose,
It's the
And
connection.
TikTok, I know there's a lot of funny stuff that happens
Yeah,
on
of
TikTok,
course, yeah.
you know, but that's how people connecting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
people
that's true.
connecting. They're laughing, you know, they're making skits, they're doing all these things. That's the connection, you know. You don't want to be saying, no, I want you to connect like this.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It's either you connect or you
Nah,
don't.
you see, yeah.
Yeah, the music resonates differently with
Yeah.
each person.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
you don't want to put like
Exactly.
a label on it.
Yeah.
So
There's been somewhat, not confusion, but people don't really know how to, let's say, define your music. It could be, you know, when you listen to it, what did you think? Let me not say anything at all, and let Nyasha not say anything. So what genre do you think it lies in?
well, I mean, I thought it was like a mixture of R&B and pop, like between that.
Okay, so African
Yeah.
pop and R&B.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So a mixture of the two.
And then when you look up Nyasha, it says he sings soul.
Okay.
Soul
alright.
R&B.
Okay.
Right. So from you, obviously,
I like
the
to.
man of the moment.
Yeah, I like to actually mix the sounds.
Right.
I like to do that.
Yeah. So I think this is the reason why it's hard to kind of define.
Yeah,
Right.
I like it to be like
Yeah.
that because you never know what to
What you're
expect.
gonna get.
You know, yeah. So that's what I actually like to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because that was even a conversation with SZA not so long ago, being upset that she was kind of boxed as an R&B artist.
Oh,
because
but isn't she an R&B artist?
I think she kind of saw herself more on like pop. Like she was
Oh,
like, I'm not
really?
solely just R&B.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. But like Nyasha said, if it's received, it's received.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, you can't.
Exactly.
You can't make the music.
Yeah.
And then control how people
define
listen to it.
Yeah.
you
Or
know?
listen to it.
Yeah.
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 So it's, we're all saying three different versions.
Yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
hers was more from like an industry billboard perspective.
Of course.
Where it's like, okay, I'm pitched as an R&B singer against like maybe a Summer Walker or Mooney Long. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So the voices
are different. Oh,
exactly,
the range?
and the range is completely different.
So
right?
she wants to be under pop so that the range is on the pop
so
side.
it's kind of like, okay, because we're all black.
Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that
I'm
R&B.
R&B. Yeah.
I'm more pop. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So,
I don't know.
as an artist, how would you feel about that? Because,
Yeah.
I mean, from an industry perspective, if you're being judged on your music, but then you feel like you're in a category, but, you know, the range of singers that you are being judged against and whatnot, it's very different.
That usually happens, you know, when it comes to all these like award shows, and they always try to like, you know, box people into certain genres. But for me, I think of myself as an artist. What I do is art. If it sounds like R&B to you, then let it be R&B.
It is.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
But to someone, it's going to sound like dancehall. Let it be dancehall.
Okay.
Because it's art.
Yeah.
How you interpret it is
all different.
Is all different.
Yeah.
So if there was a way to just have that kind of flexibility when receiving the music, then it'll be dope. But when it comes to then specifying it into certain genres and accolades and stuff like that, that's when it all gets messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really
Makes
good
sense,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. In terms of, obviously we kind of grew up with each other, but didn't grow up with each other, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I kind of missed that part of your life where your artistry was coming forward and you were maybe showcasing it a lot more. I know my uncle, your dad, is a very, very talented man. He always has been. And I think that's where your range and your talent also comes from.
Yeah.
How was that journey when you were growing up and you were saying, actually family, actually dad, I think this is maybe the way this is my trajectory? Or was it never the case and you were kind of a late bloomer and it was one of those maybe when you were in your 20s or whatever, and then you were like, okay, maybe this is the plan?
So funny story is, I always had this. Ever since I was a child.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to actually believe that I was born with it. Because I've heard stories when I was little and I was calling people and singing for them on the phone and stuff. It's like, wow, I did that, you know? So I've always had this. But the problem was, if you remember, we have an uncle that ran away from home because of music.
Oh yes, we did. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, he actually ran away with your mom too.
Yes, he did.
Because of music.
Yeah, so he was an artist, but he was it was the time of the, what is it called, the revolution stuff. So he was singing against really. So his music and his artistry was also a form of revolution. And because of that, he couldn't stick around. He had to go to Malawi.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've told you that I've got cousins in Malawi. And he had ended up having quite a large family there as well. So there's most probably, hey cousin, if you see me here,
hey cousins in Malawi.
Exactly. So yeah, and to be honest, apparently according to like, I don't know, like ancestry, Shindingo, whatever it may be, we've got ancestors from
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there was a connection there before then.
So my
Yeah.
story is literally very similar.
Okay.
Because I had like all these things happening, school and stuff like that. Dad really wanted me to just do school.
Of course.
you
That's
know,
that's the
because
plan. I
he
think,
saw
for
his
us all.
brother leaving.
Yeah.
But then Anzi, your mom came back.
Yeah, she did.
She came back.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to go through school, and he wanted me to do the school thing. But to be honest, I never felt fulfilled. It was never there for me. I was into sports at one time, played Zim cricket for one time. I enjoyed that.
That's good.
But then it wasn't really.
It wasn't your passion. Yeah.
So then somehow later on, after uni and all that stuff, things started just turning sour.
Okay.
You know that feeling you get. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I need I need to fulfill my purpose.
That's what was happening to me. So everything felt terrible. Every other thing felt terrible. Then I was like, let me just give it a go.
See what happens.
I entered this competition. One of my brothers invited me to this competition. And I actually told them at the door, I'm going to win this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to get this money. You might as well just give it to me now.
Well,
Because I knew this was the only thing.
The Zim confidence you guys
The Zim
have.
confidence is out of control, boy. You can't, honestly, you can't
Tell
buy
you guys nothing, boy.
Came to the final. The same lady at the door that I told that I'm going to win this came to me and was like, you said it.
You said you were going to win it. Yeah.
Won that. And then got this guy who believes in me, took me as like, I want to work with you. And then I had some little bit of resistance from Dad.
Yeah, of course.
Until I told him, no, Dad, I'm going for a cultural convention in China.
All right.
He's like, what?
Of course. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm going. You don't even have a passport.
Yeah, I'm like,
And
well, I'm
then
going to get
they
one.
said they're going to work it out.
Yeah.
They actually sorted it out. And
Wow.
he came to the airport. Now he's the one who's playing his
Of course,
guitar for
exactly.
everyone. It came from me.
It came from me.
This is me.
Of course.
So ever
Exactly.
since that time, everything just went up.
Yeah.
Because
Of course. You followed your heart. You
Yeah.
followed
Yeah.
your purpose.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny that you say that it's a hollow feeling in there. And we had that feeling just before we started this podcast because we've always been creatives. We've always been in some sort of media, fashion industry one way or another. And after we had our children, we had
There
that
was something
same
missing, yeah.
hollow feeling, like we are doing what we're supposed to do, technically going to work, being wives, being mothers, all of those things, but there's just something there that's not quite right. That's how we ended up starting this podcast, and kind of here we
dope.
are now.
We're happy for you guys.
We've just kind of followed through, and fingers crossed, bigger and better things
Yeah,
to come.
exactly.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for any musicians, singer-songwriters out there that are worried about taking that plunge from being like, okay, I'm doing this part-time, but in my hearts of hearts, I know that I should be focusing on this full-time.
100%.
let me be honest with you. There's no real mushy and squishy words I can say to comfort people's feelings when it comes to the music industry and all this stuff. The only way this can work is if you do only that. That is the only way it can work. If your life depends on it, it will work.
Dependency.
If your life depends on the music working, it will work.
You over here saying there ain't nothing mushy. That's mushy as
Yeah.
hell. That
No,
was
but
a bar.
He said
That
it's
was a bar.
either
It's
all or
literally,
nothing.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Dependency is where gets you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
And if you're not dependent on the one thing, you will never
put 100%.
100%.
And then if there's always a plan B,
and always I need to do
it's
this,
always
I
going
need
to be a
do this,
distraction.
just to cover my back.
Yeah,
Let me
it's,
just do
let
me just to cover this. Let
you
me
know,
just
funny story. I was working.
Right.
I was working.
Yeah, I know you were. I
'cause,
remember. Yeah, you were working.
I was working. I was an IT technician for a travel agency company.
I remember.
And, I felt so... It was terrible. I felt so terrible.
You're just going to work for the sake of going to work.
Didn't feel nice,
You just want to pay the bills.
Yeah. It's like, this is just for
to
now.
make
for
sure
now,
I've got my
bye.
rent.
Yeah.
Make
Until
sure
I
I've got
actually
food.
finally then just said, you know what? I took all the money I had, put it in a song, and then then I wrote my resignation letter, left.
And
Used all the money that I had, put it in a song.
Damn.
That is the song that popped.
Wow.
And ever since that song, it's just been
It's
like
just been
this.
up and up.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just been up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That
actually-
resonates with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now I'm jobless. So it's like, am I going back to do like,
Are
okay,
you going back to then work for the man
yeah,
again? Or are you going
while
back
I
to really
while I focus on what I want to do on the side?
Yeah.
But you know what you said is real, because as long as you have that plan B there, you're never gonna solely focus on plan A.
Yeah. You're never going to
Yeah.
actually
focus on
really
plan
do
A.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will be then going on with your life and regretting and not
Yeah.
really following through.
If you were to ask me if I would do it again, I would definitely do it again. I would definitely leave every sort of
Everything.
comfort for the music.
Yeah.
I would
Be
jump.
uncomfortable.
I would
Yeah,
jump
yeah,
over
yeah.
the cliff and figure out how to make the parachute while I'm falling down.
Yeah.
I would do
Yeah.
it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying this the other day, wasn't I, to you? And I was saying that there's like seasons where possibly like you really have to be you literally have to be pushed in order
Yeah.
for you to make these decisions.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get pushed, you're never gonna move.
100%.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
always just going
Yeah.
to be stuck in this whole, shall I not?
Yeah.
Maybe if I do a couple hours here and there.
Yeah.
But no, you have to solely just trust. If you believe,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
trust in him,
Yeah.
knowing that he's gonna hold you up.
Yeah.
And then you'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about him and holding you up. Have you ever thought about doing gospel? Is that something you would be?
Well, I hide my gospel in my music.
Okay.
If you
yeah,
listen,
of course.
it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
I hide it. The reason why I do that is because I want everybody to be able to just hear the message. You know, my message is love. I actually call myself the
love
advocate
one
of love.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just literally just hide it. I just slip it in there so that when you're actually listening, you're like, oh.
Okay, there it is.
You know?
There it
And
is.
then subconsciously, it's impacting you also as a person because
Yeah.
you're listening to it.
Of course, yeah.
People don't know the power of me. Like
Yeah,
when you
of
like a
course.
song and it continually
keep
plays in your head,
looping.
it actually then is embedded in your character too. So I like to just slip in my gospel in,
Yeah.
very subtly.
Yeah, and the top commandment is love one another.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, that's a good vibe.
Praises to the Most High.
Of course. That's me done with my questions.
Yeah.
Lish, have you got anything else?
No, well, for the ladies out there, are you single?
Yeah.
Mister, I'll make you comfortable in my heart. Mr.
No,
Ta Ta Ta.
Mr. Ta Ta Ta. Mr. Moyamuti. What are you saying? No comment?
Oh.
Fifth Amendment.
You plead the fifth.
Yeah, I
Not
plead,
plead the fifth. Oh my gosh, is it complicated?
I plead the fifth.
If you're out there, Murora, I love you. Okay. We will welcome you home.
Oh man.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And what are your plans for the future when it comes to your music?
Yeah.
I really wanna I want the music to spread. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, so that it becomes sort of like really accommodative, and I want it to spread because the only thing that's left to do after you actually realize yourself and realize who you are, what you want to do, is for you to grow.
Yeah, very true.
So growth is what we're looking for, but I'm not looking for growth that is gonna cripple me, like I said before. I'm looking for growth that is real. It's gonna allow me to expand, to connect, and that's basically the reason why we're here. We're connecting, we're growing, we're expanding, and that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's good. That's good. And in terms of being independent, so basically, you're the boss. You're putting your music out there.
Yeah.
You are you're the driving force behind your brand, so to say. What advice do you have for artists out there that are looking to step away from being tied to a label and wanting to be independent?
Well, I think I would just advise them exactly what I did.
Just go for it.
Go for it. Jump. Don't wait for nothing.
Yeah.
Jump. Because now that, like I was saying, now that the world is small, it's a lot of opportunities for
And
us
avenues.
independent artists to actually break out because the world is small. Like for instance, now there's a trend right now that is going on from I think it's Uganda.
The guy, wow.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Wah, 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 wah.
All over the world.
I
You
was
see?
watching those videos all last
You
night.
see, all over the world. That's what I'm saying. You know, and he's doing this with his dad.
Yeah, he is.
And he's trending.
apparently he's number one.
You see, he's
Yeah.
trending everywhere.
Yeah, he's
Everybody's
number one
doing
in his
that.
country,
Wow.
Yeah.
and then he's number one, like trending on
You see?
TikTok. Yeah.
Definitely
So-
on Instagram.
Yeah. So the world has become very small, and it's a huge opportunity for us to be independent right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I saw this other song that's also trending, song from way back. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Oh, yes.
That's
oh my
it's
god,
trending.
Yeah, I saw
You
it.
know.
I'm like,
Imagine.
what's going on? That song was
crazy.
from ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting
And
the
that's
royalties
a
now.
lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money coming
Of
back
course.
to him.
Yeah.
A song that he released a long time
Exactly.
ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
imagine
Yeah,
if he's signed and if it's tied to the label.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
How is he feeling right now? You know, if
Yeah.
that song is then tied to the label and all the royalties are going back to, you know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Of course.
Because the label
That
helped
was-
him to
that
put
was-
it out.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was gonna be my next question though,
Yeah.
because then would you recommend being independent over being signed to a label?
Well, it has all of it has its pros and cons because the label puts you out
Of course,
to
yeah,
you know a certain level.
They put in the man work as well.
Exactly.
The head
You know, they
count.
set you up.
Exactly.
They put you up. They
Yeah.
put some money in you. You know, they work on your image, work on your publicity, and all that stuff. It's a win-win actually, but it's really nice to just own your own things. It's
Yeah.
really dope. Because if he owned 100% of that, and is seeing all of that happening now after how many years
Yeah.
since he released the song, you know, that's the beauty and the wonder of social media. That's what it has done. It has allowed us to then just have the world right there.
Yeah.
If it's good, and if you make it good, everyone will vibe to it.
Of course, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So-
Even we're talking about Cat Slater, you know,
Oh, yeah.
dancing like Cat Slater.
Yeah.
And then the lady's actually used to be an actress on EastEnders, and now there's this one guy who put her name in a song, and people won't stop singing this song. That's what the aunties are. They say the African aunties and uncles are dancing to that one song,
Yeah,
and everyone is doing their version of that of that song, and so
Yeah.
it's put her back on the map
Yeah.
because she's an individual. She's an
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah.
So maybe the work is going to start coming in. The interviews
Again,
are going to
yeah.
start
Yeah.
coming back in.
Yeah.
You know, all of those
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
So you see, it's very, very to an artist's advantage right now to be independent because the world is right there, and if you just make something that's really good, everybody is gonna accept you,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
everybody's gonna be doing what you're vibing to and
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
putting out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
True.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
And then I wonder, as an artist, do you think there is a downside to social media based on how fast paced the world is moving and the longevity your art has
That's a
when
good
it comes
question.
to
That's a
social
Yeah,
media?
there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good
And
question.
yeah, there's a lot of pressure after you make something like that. Like for instance, if you that Wah 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 song, right? After he made something like that, there's a lot of pressure for him to create something even bigger.
Yeah.
And because the world is actually waiting, if it's not up to the vibe that you said before,
That's it.
that's the last time we're gonna hear about
course.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
we're
about it.
moving on to the next
Yeah.
popping thing, so it's a bit difficult to work that out. It needs you to be very strong as a person, very strong character as a person,
Yeah.
but overall social media has been good for artists. Yeah, because it has made the world small. And you know what the funny thing is, everybody now has a certain level of appreciation to what artists are doing. If you can get a person from Uganda trending in Australia,
Worldwide.
or trending worldwide.
Yeah.
If you could get a South African artist who's trending worldwide because of social media, that is dope. It's a good time to be an artist
Of
right
course.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Africa to the world.
Yeah, it's a good time
yeah.
to be an African artist right
Exactly.
now. Yeah.
Africa to the world. That's dope. I see what you mean with the longevity thing, but I also think that certain times when people are given those opportunities on when they go viral and they don't necessarily bring up something that's as viral as the last thing. I think they should just rinse that moment.
Yeah.
Like, milk it to the highest way possible.
Yeah, he is milking it.
Yeah,
This
to
is
benefit
everywhere with this
yourself,
guy.
benefit your family,
Yeah.
benefit whoever it
Yeah.
needs to benefit. Like rinse it. And then even when it's over, like that opportunity was there. How
Exactly.
many people can say
Yeah.
that has happened to them? Very few.
You know.
So just embrace it as it comes.
Yeah.
I think that's even if anybody is to go viral or think going viral is stupid because nobody's gonna know you. That whole nobody's gonna know you what is it called? Rhetoric is so old school. They knew you at some point. And they might not know me now, but they knew you at some
Once upon a
point.
time.
So you can't whoever that critic is can't say they were known at any point. So above the comments of the critics. Yeah.
No, it's a really good time to be an artist right now because the world is ready.
Of course.
Anything that brings a nice vibe, good energy,
Right.
blessed energy, everybody's gonna jump on it.
Everyone needs an escape.
And and the way you were saying, he's really milking it because he's everywhere. With
he's
his father.
everywhere.
People throwing money at him.
Of course,
and, No, he's milking. He's doing it.
Yeah. He's that big. Cracking me up, boy.
Those videos. That's me. No, so true.
Yeah.
And speaking of social media, so we were discussing Justin Bieber, who just dropped an album.
Yeah.
And for the last couple of weeks, he's been, would we say he's been crashing out?
He's been crashing out.
He's been crashing out on the internet. There's been very weird, like, videos. He's been posting his text messages, like, just crazy stuff. And then, obviously, boom, last week he drops an album. And so now the question is, are artists, celebrities going to extra heights of nonsense to market themselves? Do you think this is a thing now?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that, especially even back home. A lot of people do that.
Okay, just to stir the pot.
It all depends with who you are as an artist and where you came from and what are you trying to do. To be honest, I don't like that.
Yeah. Do you think it's like you've lost integrity at this point? Like,
I don't like things that will compromise me as a person. The music is fine. We're enjoying its vibes. It's good. But I'm still a human being. I'm still a person. So anything, I don't want to do something that will compromise me as a character or as a person. So I don't really subscribe to that. I don't like that. I see a lot of artists do that. They put themselves out there. They lie to people. They give this image that they're this. Oh my God, I'm going through this. Oh my God.
Those internet tears are sending me, boy. I can't stand them.
And people feel empathetic towards you. And then you drop, and then everybody.
I would say
exactly.
Like, what are we doing here?
Do you know what I think? I think if the music is really good, you don't need to do that.
No.
You see, you don't need to do that if the music is good.
What's crazy is he's Justin Bieber. He doesn't I don't listen to his music. General, it's not my thing, right? It's not my cup of tea. But I know who he is, and I know he's huge. I know he doesn't need to do that.
Exactly.
In order for him. So And I'm not so sure now, actually, that you said it, if it's maybe the crash out is valid because of the album drop.
Yeah.
Or if he's just crashing out in general.
In general, yeah.
It could just be where he's actually having a moment because he's been recording, he's had late nights, he's doing all of that stuff, he's taking quite a lot of drugs. He's already told us anyway he's taking drugs.
A new parent.
He's a new parent. He just
There's
got
a lot of
married.
factors.
There's a lot of things that are happening there. So it could be like a combination of both. But is the label involved? I think for sure.
Yeah.
They said rustle things up a bit. They said people are bored, they haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah.
Say a couple of things on the internet that will
because
drive
normally
people
we
crazy.
ask, you know, where is the PR? You know,
course.
where are the people that are supposed to
take his phone?
Protect you. You know, as you said earlier, like the world is so small now, but in a way, I also miss the mystique and mysterious behind celebrities, right? Now it's like we know
everything.
You guys are reachable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's when the element of character comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Before the celebrity, before the music, I'm still a human
Who are
being.
you?
You see, I'm still a human being. I have a character to keep. You know, I have discipline to enact within myself, and you know how I relate with people.
Yeah.
So if that's not like a fundamental foundation for you, you're just gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, you're just gonna do anything and everything. I see a lot of people do that back home, and I ask myself, why are you doing that? You know, why do you have to do that? Just put out the music. Give us vibes.
And that's it.
You know, you don't have to do all of that.
Yeah, you don't have to do all of that stuff. It's the same thing in this industry that we're in now as well, in podcasting. So people are saying absolutely outrageous stuff on podcasts.
Yeah, to just get attention.
Like
get attention,
outrageous stuff so that they can just be clickbait, they can put it in their titles, they can have 1 million views and keep it pushing. They don't even care no more. There's even couples that are saying intimate stuff that they're putting it on the mic, and you're like, is it really that necessary? And there's actually been a couple of times where people have come up to us and say, actually, what if you use this trajectory, use that trajectory?
I think we're a bit boring.
I think we are. We don't have. We need to be a little bit more controversial.
Spice it up a bit.
Exactly. I think the tops are too high.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no skin showing except for ankles.
Yeah.
There's not much here. You know, so people are saying, oh, maybe you need to do this in order so you can get like more viewership and stuff, and we're like, it has to come organically.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's meant to be, if this is it, then it's gonna come organically. We don't need to have all of the frills and the fairies and the lights and everything, all of that stuff to heighten us up. We make it.
Exactly.
And if we don't, we're gonna still keep on going.
Exactly.
Because what drives us is the passion.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think the only thing that has been able to restrain me is I want to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah,
I want to have a good
People
night's
don't
sleep.
like to sleep.
No.
I've seen this.
And I mean, whatever you put on the internet is there forever.
Yeah.
It's forever
How do you
there.
sleep? Like, how do you sleep after you do all of that drama? How do you actually then just, now I'm getting a good night's sleep?
And also, how do people take you seriously the next day? That's my other question. Because then now I'm going to walk around and people are really going to think I'm a cartoon character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see, it has never been a thing that actually made sense to me, you know? Yeah. If you go back home, they'll tell you my record is squeaky clean.
Nice.
No one know. I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I've done some crazy.
Nobody's gonna show up to your show with the baby in hand.
You know,
baby.
It won't be a baby. It'll be a grown man. But all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, everybody makes mistakes.
Indeed.
You know, everybody does something that is off character and stuff like that. That's why we have like a community. That's why you have friends. Sit down with you, sort out your issues.
What's going on?
Don't put it out there. Why are you putting it out there? For what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I've never really understood that concept. But,
exactly.
you know.
And that's the difficulty, I think, in the day and age that we live in. We are spending hours and hours scrolling and doom scrolling and on our phones. And we have that lack of community. that lack of hit up your friend, really find out how
Exactly.
your friend is doing.
Exactly.
Make sure you check on your people.
Yeah.
Make sure you check on your family. People are being asked, how is so and so? Oh, I don't even know because I haven't spoken to them in this long.
ages.
So you
But
see-
if you've got that community, if you've got that person that backs you constantly and says, actually, look, what you're doing here, please chill. Then they check you and they fingers crossed come correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are out
Exactly.
here trying to get a paycheck out of you,
Hello.
and that's all that matters.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh my gosh. All right. So, well, I do have an allow it.
Okay, cool.
And,
do you want to explain what an allow
yes,
it is?
so
first?
allow it with the advice. So people write into us and they ask us for advice on certain topics. We say listen to us, but don't listen to us because obviously
We're not professionals.
exactly
Okay.
we are not professionals.
We're not agony aunts.
Exactly. Exactly. However, yes, if you do want to listen to us, yes, please do.
Yeah, of course.
So, speaking of crashing out on the internet, yes. Hey, Lish and D. I really need your advice. Last week, after months of stress at work and in my personal life, I ended up having a full-blown meltdown on my social media page.
Oh God, yeah.
I posted a series of emotional rants about feeling unsupported
Oh God.
by a few friends and family members who let me down, and I just let it all out online. I woke up the next morning completely mortified with notifications from people telling me to take these posts down. And the other half from people gossiping about what happened. Someone even sent me screenshots of everything and shared it on a group chat that I'm part of. Now I'm tempted to delete everything and just disappear from social media. But at the same time, I keep wanting to defend myself and explain my side because I honestly feel like I was in the right to feel the way that I did. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before, and I generally don't know how to face the people that I work with or my friends and family. Should I publicly apologize or pretend nothing ever happened and just wait till everybody forgets about this? I appreciate any advice that you can give me.
Okay.
Thanks.
Damn. Why are you doing that, friend? Why are you crashing out on the internet? On Beyonce's internet?
Question is, how many followers do you have?
Exactly. I think there's a couple of things in there. First of all, you need to figure out why you crashed out to begin with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Figure that out. Figure that out up there. And the only guidance really that I think I can give you is, number one, the advice of saying, oh, possibly delete your social media. Correct. Do that. If you don't delete it, at least ghost for at least a good 6 months.
Yeah.
Disappear. Take that phone away, because all that scrolling and all of that stuff, because you've seen other people do it. Now you're starting to think you can do it too. And that's the reason why you did it.
Yeah.
Doing
yeah.
follow. You're only doing it because you're following someone else who'd done it before and you think it's going to get you some sort of traction. Speaking to individuals and speaking to everyone that you think has either done you wrong, has not supported you, or has not been there for you is what is the best healing process for you. The only way you can do that is going to people individually.
Yeah.
No public apology, no public internet anything anymore, friend. Get off the internet.
Get off of Beyonce's internet.
Get off the internet. Go to people as they are and speak to them and come to some sort of resolution. And I know it's easier said than done most of the time because of the embarrassment and also thinking that you don't understand how other people are also going to react.
Yeah.
So you might go to someone hoping that you're going to get some sort of resolution, but someone might tell you, actually, I don't want to talk about this and I never want to be your friend, or I never want to be leave me alone, I'm your sister anymore, all of that stuff. Just tread lightly, and get therapy.
Oh, not therapy.
Get therapy, friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, because there's something clearly very wrong with you. Yeah, what do you think, Nyasha?
There's a proverb.
Love it.
Yeah, I just want to give them to me to illustrate. There's a proverb that says, if a snake bites you, are you going to chase the snake to ask it why it bit you?
Right.
Or are you going to nurse the wound?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, there's the answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
girl,
say less.
that's your answer right
Say
there.
less.
I don't even have nothing to say after that. I'm
all
just sorry.
All this, screaming out,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like chasing the snake, trying to ask it,
Yeah.
why did you bite me? And the poison is coming up to your heart
Yeah.
because it's flowing. You're not
Yeah.
nursing yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's time to just love yourself. Go back, switch everything off, love
Recalibrate.
yourself, nurse yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
That's
a
what it
word.
is.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
a word.
yeah.
Because I'll be telling you, there's no such thing as closure.
Yeah.
All that closure bullshit is because you're not whole within yourself. Fix you, and then you realize actually you don't need closure from nobody or nothing.
Yeah.
Because you are yourself. You are the closure that you need once you figure yourself out. But yeah. Stay off the internet, friend. Don't do that again.
Yeah. I agree. Please don't do that again.
Don't do that again, friend. Yeah. On that note, what a great episode.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
for joining us.
Thank you so much
It's been
for
a
having
pleasure.
me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll put his handle. Not that you don't know him already.
Yeah. If you
At this point, we need to put
you
our
need to
handle
find him.
exactly in his social media. But if you do need to find him and you're not familiar with his artistry, we're going to leave all of his details within our description box. Don't forget to tell a friend who knows a friend. My name is Dion for D Money,
I am Lish.
and you are
Nyasha David.
perfect. And this
Before we
has
go-
been go
before we
ahead.
go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a thing I need to ask. You're American, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're black, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We hope so.
Yeah. So there's this thing
Oh my God.
that we're like,
Stop making me sweat.
no,
I like
because
this.
back in Zim we see it and then we don't really believe it. So I just want to ask you that, can you actually show me if it's true? Can you say ask for me?
Oh, you know what? That is not funny.
Is it a thing? Like, it's actually a thing.
Ask.
It is a thing.
Ask.
That's all I want to do.
You know what? This has been allowed. Thank you guys very much. And yes, make sure you subscribe, save, listen to David's music. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the flip
We'll see you on
side.
the next
Thank you.
one.
Bye.